Excuse me. Animanga would like to make a toast to the new wedded couple, Michael Uriel and Wisteria. That is what this tournament is about. Basically, this is Mitchell Slaughter's idea, his brainchild of a tournament. This is French Twist. So we've continued the What If series yet again. How many installments has it been? Wow, it's been a bunch. But anyway, the backdrop is basically Michael and Wisteria want to get married, and they invite all the subscriber characters that I will allow to the tournament. I mean, to the wedding, but it becomes a duel tournament, of course. Like, what would we do if we're not dueling in Yu-Gi-Oh? It doesn't make any sense. So let's get down with the character rundown, shall we? Zachary Chiyu, brand new character from Mitchell Slaughter. Master Miyagi's grandson, is extremely intelligent, thinks dueling is a numbers game, and uses a strength in numbers deck. And I've got to tell you, his deck is amazing. I've tested it. It is so good, Mitchell. Next up, Lilo Bordeaux. Bradley Bordeaux's wife. You may know him as AKA the freaking Dragon Maid guy. And Nicole's mother. Lives in Honolulu, Hawaii. Ooh, nice for her. I wish I could go to Hawaii. I've only been to a few other countries, but anyway. CEO of a major perfume company. Uses a simple deck, although I mistyped that. Whoops, because I'm looking on my laptop while I'm looking on my desktop at the same time. Inherited the company from her parents. Autocorrect sucks today for me. Bradley was hired by the company but ended up with its CEO as his wife. That's a nice deal. What a nice deal you got out of that. This is the funniest part. Dated 2 other men before meeting Bradley. Johnny freaking Steps and Mr. Tsunami. She dumped Johnny though immediately. Get this. Because he was flirting with other men. Excuse me? What? Why'd you make Johnny gay? Okay, well, interesting idea, Mitchell. Whatever, it's your idea. Tsunami broke up with her. Well, I can't really talk. I made Merrick and Bakura gay, so. Tsunami broke up with her. Tsunami broke up with Lilo, excuse me, my autocorrect's bad, to sail away from Hawaii. Possibly Mako's mom. Now that is an eye-opener. Wow. Michael Uriel, the husband, or the future husband, wants his wedding to be about friendship and peace throughout the land. Everyone can be friends under their new marriage. That's why they invited everyone. Wisteria, the bride-to-be, invites one random girl from the crowd to join the wedding festivities. I'm not going to tell you who it is until we're about to show. I think it's about to be shown. And a couple of people, not this next one. Alice Uriel, of course, sister of Michael. Happy her brother is getting married. Couldn't be happier. Serenity Wheeler. This was paid for by Mitchell Slaughter. I'm going to just be honest and upfront with you what he told me, Serenity Spider Monkey. He said, this is a gift from me to Serenity Spider Monkey. And I said, well, in my mind, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it because I know Serenity. I don't know if Serenity would like that. But he paid for it, and this is he actually made Serenity's deck accurate too. But yeah, he said this is a gift from him to you. I don't know. I don't want to make it awkward. It's just that's what he said to me. So just so you know, that's why she's here. But actually, in story lore, the reason she's here is Joey finally built up enough money to fly his sister to Paris. That's nice. Bradley Bordeaux, so happy for the wedded couple to be. Doesn't have to wait tables for a certain reason. You'll find out later. And no, he does not have the freaking Dragon Maid deck. Casey, however, Casey will not be dueling today. It will be her dual spirit elf Valkyria. That's because she needs a break from all these end of the world threats. Rhea, here to annoy Casey. Lexi, here to protect Casey. Yayoi! She just, idle reasons. TK. Now, obviously, Jamie or Ryan couldn't. Oh no, I didn't allow Ryan this time. But none of them could come. But I wanted to put TK in because he hadn't been in a while. Plus, we need to let him stretch his legs, right? Serenity Spider Monkey. Kebachet, one of my OCs. So she obviously is a friend of Casey, and she was invited to come, so they got to come. Plus, Justice flew them all out here anyway. AT. Yes, I've returned. Esperoba being defeated, Wimmer Chef was defeated. Outspreading the word of Burger World Palooza for Keith's business success as a franchisee. So now he's allowed to become a franchisee if he can spread the word for Keith. Sounds like a lot of hard back-breaking work for no reason, AT. Just because you're a fanboy of Keith. I can relate. Oil. Here, only because she likes AT. AT couldn't care less, so yawn. Not interested, Oil. Sorry. Geo. Interested in Oil now, but Oil isn't interested in him. I feel bad for Geo. Justice. On a romantic double date with Sky. Obviously, it's his date. And then Lego and Miku are dating on the double date. And this is right before the tournament, after they've been flown there. This is real nice. I like this. Of course, Sky, Miku, confesses her true feelings for Lego. Ooh. Lego, convinced to come by Miku. A good relaxer after all the end of the world doom and gloom. Dang right. We said that more than once. This is a nice relaxer. Promise not to use his Millennium Necklace in this tournament. That is good. I'm happy for him. By the way, this is not a King of Games tournament, so champion's still going to be Angelica at the end of this. Manon, here comes the Bradley plotline. Uses her Millennium Rod to make Darts' henchmen wait tables and serve the wedding. Poor Roth, Valen, and Alistair. That stinks. Queen Victoria. Trying all the Parisian food she can find. And she'll never gain a single pound of that, I bet. She's just perfect. Perfect. Angelica, the current queen of game, Glad she and her spirit don't have to defend their title. Dang right. Helena. She was so close to winning the last tournament. Just barely got stopped by Angelica. Ever since Diana has been in her coma, she's been at the hospital at Justice's Palace. The Grand Championship has challenged her view of herself and how she's treated people. The friend group decides to keep her in it, just because she's finally showing a different side of herself. Paul, begun to assist Queen Victoria in searching for the dark spirit that escaped. Suspects Angelica, but of course, the emo goth child with a bunch of shadows around her and a shadowy-like being with an eye. I think it's Paul. Come on, man. We all know. Suspects Angelica since she killed Darts. Yeah, literally. And that's why, Mitchell wanted Darts to come back just to wait tables. I'm not bringing the Lord of Atlantis back from the dead just to wait tables. He's already been embarrassed enough. So, next is Alexandra. Glad Helena isn't being arrested, although she should. Decides to drag her along for the trip to Paris after being in the hospital for so long. What a good mother. Kind of. Helena's redemption arc kind of reminds me a little bit of Merrick's, except Merrick was on a much larger scale. Merrick, treated everyone so crappy and took over their minds, threatened to kill them, send them to the Shadow Realm, whichever. And then he just kind of gets a pat on the back at the end. They're like, okay, thank you for giving us all the God cards. You're free to go. Ah, thank you. Haha. Anyway, by the way, I did not want Merrick and Bakor in this. I just didn't. Because Mitchell would have gotten onto my case about it. He didn't want any anime characters. Brand new character from Lego Man. Sandra, age 34. Wow, she looks good for 34. Did I say 84? Alright, whatever. 34. Mother of Diana. Well-known news reporter. Viewers joke when they watch her, she is some sort of secret agent due to her thoroughness of reports. She kind of reminds me of Yuma's sister, Akari. Kind of reminds me of her. Furious after finding out what happens to her daughter, going to Paris to investigate the cause of her coma and write a vicious report on what she finds. Never been a fan of how Helena treated Diana. Surprised by Helena's new attitude, though. You know who she should date? I've just figured out. She should date Gerard from GX, the news reporter. Because ever since they didn't do it in DM, but ever since GX, they've had like a news reporter every spinoff. GX had Gerard, Carly was 5Ds, Akari was Zexel, and there probably was one in Arc 5, I just can't remember. Alright, last character, Andre Breeze. Here because he's here, and he's Mitchell Slaughter character. So, that's all 28. I hope you guys enjoyed the tournament. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. The channel's name's Animanga. Come all, friends. Let's watch this wedding and have some fun duels. Just no pressure, no stress. Just let that stress melt away as we watch some good duels. These 28 duelists are about to go at it. Best of one duel for everything until semifinals and finals. It's best of 3. So, hope you guys enjoy. See you very shortly. Bye-bye.